Alright guys, so the wedding's over. Um, the knife worked for what we wanted it to do. It cut the cake, so I can stay in the knife making business, because if it couldn't cut the cake, I was gonna quit all of this. Unfortunately, you guys have not yet seen a finished product of this. There's been reasons, because this thing looks horrible. Um, Here's the finished product. Sure. So there's the pattern. We got some rust on it, unfortunately. The handles did not come out good at all. Um, it turned yellow. Too many air pockets. I don't know where to go from there. A two-part like resin pour would have been the way to go. Um, the plan is to redo this. Um, the right way. I think I figured out what I did wrong. I just recently just finished the class, online class, part of the Forge series. Um, just did the second one on canister Damascus, and figured out I did a couple things wrong. Um, but learned a whole lot. Hillary enjoyed it. That's all that matters. Um, we have it. It's going to end up going on the wall once I finish building everything in the shop. Of all my other failed projects, here's one. Samurai knife that I did. First one, spine split right down the middle. Keeping that as a reminder. And that's the plan of most of my mess ups are going to get mounted on the wall. But all in all, the idea was there, the meaning was there, that was great. I learned a whole lot. Once again, under the gun on a project's never a fun thing to do. So because we had such a small wedding due to the corona bullshit, we're planning on having a party next year, where the plan will be is to redo this knife for that occasion, because I don't have the picture up, the profile up anymore on the board, but that's not a chef's knife. This is just, I got a belly here, I worked with what I had. Hillary wanted me to continue on with it just to be safe, and this whole situation just went bad real quick. And actually, funny part here is, so we went down to the Cape with just the blank and the handle separately. I figured I got them profiled enough that I was going to finish hand sanding them at the Cape, and then glue it on there and be done with it. Well, on top of all the wedding stuff and everything we had to get ready and people coming in and everything else, I forgot to oil the blade. And we got down there Wednesday. Thursday, I just wanted a break from everything. We just relaxed, did what we wanted to do. Thursday, or on Friday, I decided, okay, cool, we'll glue the handles on. I go over, I grab the knife, whole thing's rusted. The whole entire thing's rusted. Hand sanded the whole entire blade. And then the problem was acid. At the Cape, made some quick phone calls back up home to people who are coming down. Hey, can you put my acid in the back of your car and come on down? No one wanted to. Who I trusted enough to transport it, and the person who I did trust to transport it already left. So I ended up getting some muriatic acid. Does not etch the same way at all. I diluted it, put it in there, nothing. It barely touched anything. So then I went back to the store, got a whole nother bottle, didn't dilute it, put it in, and it went more gray than black. It was a little weird, but it showed it off enough. Got the handle scales on. Those handle scales, you couldn't see the sand, and they're yellow, and they just look horrible. So actually, when we did the cake cutting, I told the photographer, do not catch the handle. You can shoot the blade, just not the handle. So we both kind of held it in a way that, you know, you couldn't see the, the handle. So here's the finished product. It's a little rusted. So the waves are there, and that's the main thing, and that's probably, I didn't clean it after we cut the cake, so that's why it's rusting. Unfortunately, I ground through my logo a little bit, and this is what I mean with the handle. You can, you know, obviously, you guys have been watching, you know there's seashells in there and sand, but it doesn't look it. It's too many air pockets, and it just, you know, it grinding, we completely lost, you know, and there's no glue in there, so it's just a hole. We got another one here, and once I saw that Tuesday night, I just called it. You know, it'll work for what we need it to do. It cut the cake fine, and